Happy Monday. It's February 24th and I'm getting ready to go out here in the weather. Thought I'd take you with me today. Got another week before I'm leaving town to head down to Atlanta to hike north on the Appalachian Trail, and thought we'd go out on our hill walk today down here by the ocean. From the beach up to the Beach Loop Road is about 125 stairs, but you have to get up there. We're going to go walk that a couple of times. Make sure the legs are good. Show you a little bit of the scenery along the way. It's a blustery day here in beautiful Bandon by the sea. It's blowing crazy and it's going to start raining on us soon, so get your rain gear on. Talk to you here in a little bit. Well, welcome to the Port of Bandon. I apologize for the wind noise, but we'll try and talk over it a little bit here. We're going to be heading south in a little bit, kind of southwest, and then we'll go up these big hills in the staircase. Wind was bad enough to take my hat. It's the second one of those that I've lost. Oh well. We'll keep going. That's why I usually have a hat on that has a string on it. Keep it on your head. There's little wooden sculptures everywhere here, places to sit, dedicated to various peoples. A lot of chainsaw art in town. Friendly face. Over by the clubhouse here, this glassed-in building. Good to get out of the weather. But we just got into the weather, so no big deal. Local bait shops and crab stores. James Fleck picnic shelter. A nice place to go. It's like this. One of our local businesses here in Bandon creates art out of beach trash. This little red snapper here is Finian. We'll go by and see another guy up on the bluff, but if you look closely, bits and pieces of all kinds of things that have washed up on the beach that you can recognize. And these people always have lots of little art projects, whether they're fish or jellyfish or other kinds of critters, but we decorate the town with lots of cool little things like this, which is kind of a nice little feature. A lot of artists in town, great folks. When this area was being developed a couple of 20 years ago or so, people found native artifacts in here and developed this memorial, I guess it is, to the local Coquille tribes and other native tribes that used to live around here. Kind of a quiet, solemn place on a day like this. A lot of these rocks came from a place we'll show you in a little bit. Used to be Mother Rock, which was named later in the 1800s to Tupper's Rock, one of the locals here that operated a bar and a motel that in 1960s the Army Corps of Engineers blew up this huge rock and made the breakwater out in the jetty with it. Large rocks, despite the protests from the locals. But we'll get down there in a little bit. Some fun things this week. Got a call yesterday from my friend Rubio, who hiked a couple of 100 miles on the PCT with me, and informed me that he and his cousin will be starting on the AT about a week after me. So we'll probably meet up with them about 100 miles up. They're a little bit faster than me, but that was exciting. Anytime you go somewhere and you're going to know somebody and not just meet a whole bunch of new strangers is good. But so we'll be happy to see him and meet his cousin, Doc Rubio, I believe, one of my subscribers. So shout out to you both. Hopefully we won't freeze to death and everything will be good. We had real adventures on the PCT last year, so it was fun to find out anyway. So a shout out to Maddie Sickle of Beer and Beautiful Places. Won't be able to be a part of her video that she's making, but shout out to her channel, who I watched for years while she hiked the John Muir Trail, or Numo Pollo, and also the AT, where she got the love of her life, Smoke Master. And I wish them both well, and good luck on your project. Thanks for subscribing. And all of you, share, follow, subscribe, ring the bell. That'll help me out. Guess this year we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers finally. It's creeping up slowly, but that would be a big help. Out in front of me, down here on the north part of the jetty, is the Coquille Lighthouse. It's not working, but it's made in early 1900s. It was in use till the 1930s or so, but it's a pretty cool structure and gave off lots of light. Now sometimes there's Christmas lights on it, that's about it. But it's actually open for tours at much of the times of the year. If you want to find out more, contact the Bullards Beach State Park, where it's sitting on part of its property. So anyway, you can see that goes out to the Pacific Ocean, and we're heading out that way soon. At the Pacific View Nursing Home now is the site of where Tupper Rock was in the 1960s. Before it was removed and taken over there to become part of the jetty, which is going down close to the beach now. I'll show you that then. Well, this is the one part of town you don't want to be in when there's a tsunami. We're going to go up the evacuation route to get over to the stairs, but the ocean's probably about 150 yards over there. And we do get a few tsunami warnings out here, seems like each year. But so far, nothing big and bad. The last big tsunami around here was in Crescent City in 1970, I believe. But we'll head over this way and go up the big hill. Shot of the Bandon Jetty. Winds are pretty strong out of the south because the weather is changing right now. It's supposed to rain more tonight, but we'll see. It rained real strong all morning. But we're going to head up this way and go around a little walking loop and go over and find Cosmo. Alright, we've made it up to Beach Loop Road, and I'm going to head down to the corner down there. Keep going. When I first moved to Bandon in 1986, we rented this house here from a nice old couple, Max and Mary Powers. They were from Oakland. They lived up here in the summer, get out of the heat, and go there in the back to Oakland in the winter. First year teaching here, we stayed here. Had this beautiful view of all of the ocean out that way. They were also instrumental in helping secure the lands where we're going next, out at Coquille Point, and protecting that area. Looking north through the bushes, you can barely see the lighthouse, and up that way to Cape Arago by Sunset Bay State Park, and all the many seascapes we have down here on Bandon Beach. First big one there is Table Rock. We're going to go down here by Elephant Rock and go down the stairs there at Coquille Point. Now, winds are sustained out here about 30 miles an hour right now, but they are coming into my back, so we'll get going here in a little bit. Nice view over here though. Not a low rent district down on Beach Loop Road in Bandon, some of the most expensive places in town. Have a great view. Taking the tunnel over to Coquille Point now. Oh, we've made it to Cosmo. Looks like the winds have picked up. He is also made out of beach debris. A little tufted puffin here. Tufted puffins live out on the rocks in their little burrows, but he's looking a little weathered, but pretty cool sculpture. Stands about almost 5 feet tall. Put him on this little pedestal here. You can see how windy it is by how much my camera's moving around. Next stop though is the steps. That's half of it. I'm gonna have to put the camera away, it's getting too windy here. 126 steps down and back. Well, that was intense. I made it back to the park. The wind is down to a normal 10 or 15 miles an hour here, but wow. Hopefully it won't be that windy up at Amicalola Falls. The stairs aren't the problem. I don't really like going downhill, but going uphill is not a real problem, but the wind kind of blows you around though. Anyway, we're here at City Park by the disc golf course, and are going to head back to where we parked up by the boat basin and relax for a little bit. Not a long walk, but a little hillier than where I usually go, and each day this week we'll get in some kind of a hill walk. You know, gotta do that. Gotta check out a few sleep items I have. Probably tonight I'll get in my new jammies and see how warm they are, and new sleeping bag liner. Got a flannel one. We'll see how that goes. A little heavier, but I can get rid of it later and get my other one if I need to. But tomorrow and every day this week I've got something lined out because our days are getting less and less. So tomorrow I gotta more or less pack and get all the stuff out that I might need in mid-hike in Virginia and get that boxed and get that ready to give to my buddy on Wednesday, and then keep on hiking every day. Hopefully it'll get nice a day or two this week. But this last 4 nights it's just been absolute wonderful Oregon weather, just pelting. We don't have lightning and thunder here, but it comes down. You know, we get feet of rain here each year, so it's kind of making up for some lost time in December, I think. But anyway, I think I'm going to sign off here unless I see something outstanding along the way. Had a shooting in town yesterday, so who knows. what might be coming our way. But have a good day. We'll hopefully talk to you again before we leave. But like I say, today's Monday and we're leaving next Monday, so should be an exciting week. Y'all take care. We'll see you soon.